A critical alert has been issued for China's livestock industry. Recently, farmers posted videos on social media reporting that many pigs have died from the Ghetto virus, marking the worst crisis since the African swine fever outbreak in March. Farmers holding test reports and visibly anxious confirmed that pig farms in Guangdong, Fujian, Jiangxi, Henan, and Sichuan detected the Ghetto virus. In some Jiangxi farms, the positive rate reached 96%. The G3 strain of the Ghetto virus has a mortality rate of nearly 100%, triggering significant concern in the industry and panic in agricultural markets. Thousands of pigs are dying at pig farms across China. Many are concerned about how these diseased pigs are being handled and whether they are being buried as required. Rising pork prices in the market soon provided an answer.
在廊坊部分地区，猪肉的价格
In some areas of Langfang City, the price of pork has dropped to just 2 yuan per jin, half a kilogram. A couple of days ago, I posted a video saying that in Suqiao Town, Wen'an County of Langfang City and Dongyang Village of Baozhou City, several supermarkets were selling pork for 2 yuan per jin. This attracted many people from nearby areas, even from downtown Langfang, who drove over to buy pork. As soon as I posted the video, many people from other places commented that this was dead or diseased meat. Another meat vendor went even further, setting up a stall on the street, selling pork for just 1 yuan per jin, claiming that all receipts were complete.
开始卖了啊！1块钱的猪肉，看怎么样？
Start selling. Pork for 1 yuan. Check it out. All receipts are complete. How's the meat? An auntie with sunglasses, possibly an accomplice, standing at the front of the stall, bought a piece of meat and gave a thumbs up on the camera, responding, "Perfect." A pig farmer issued a warning about the latest outbreak of swine fever and detailed the symptoms of infected pigs.
各位养猪的朋友们，紧急提醒！
Dear fellow pig farmers, urgent reminder. A highly neglected and deadly virus is breaking out in many parts of the country, causing huge losses. We must stay alert. How deadly is the virus? For piglets aged 8 to 24 days, the infection mortality rate is as high as 80% and 100%. The symptoms include high fever, watery diarrhea, inability to stand on their hind legs, and muscle tremors. For sows, pregnant sows may miscarry, and the number of piglets born may decrease. The virus spreads rapidly. It has now affected 15 provinces across the country. The situation is extremely serious. Some netizens claim that diseased pigs have likely entered the market, though it's unclear whether they are sows or piglets, possibly both. The Chinese Communist Party has not addressed the issue, causing unaware citizens across China to rush to buy this extremely cheap pork. The video shows a large crowd of elderly people frantically buying pork priced at 1 yuan per jin, creating a chaotic scene. Netizen noted that pork in the footage doesn't resemble old sow or fresh pork, but rather zombie meat recently thawed. They suggested that, in addition to diseased pigs, some vendors might be selling strategic reserve pork. China's pork reserve system lacks proper storage and logistics management. As purchase prices have consistently fallen short of farmers' expectations in recent years, some stockpiled meat has been stored for excessively long periods, far beyond safe storage limits, resulting in what people fear as zombie meat.
看这肉，这管什么这肉？
Look at this meat. What exactly is this? You could see the ribs. This is freshly bought meat, but can this be eaten? One netizen commented, this might just be zombie meat, but whether it's zombie meat or diseased pigs, this meat definitely shouldn't be eaten. A young couple in their kitchen also expressed doubts about a piece of meat they had just bought, murmuring to each other.
不对哦，那个瘦肉完全都不同。
This isn't right. The color and texture of the lean meat are completely off. There's a lot of nymph near the nipple area. Why does this meat feel so abnormal? The more they looked at the meat, the more uncomfortable they felt. The man smelled it and nearly vomited, saying it had a very rancid odor, and he began dry heaving. He repeatedly assured that he wasn't faking it. He was genuinely disgusted by the smell. He had smelled the meat as soon as he entered the kitchen, but hadn't paid attention before. Eventually, he threw the meat away. Netizens commented that this is most likely meat from diseased pigs, and if anyone bought this, they were unlucky. A housewife struggled to cut open a frozen piece of meat and found that the center was still frozen, but the color and thawed parts were completely different. She said to those around her, "The more I cut into this meat, the more disgusting it gets. Oh my gosh, how can we eat this?" She used her nails to squeeze out the lymph nodes, continuously saying, This is so disgusting. It's still frozen here, so I can't squeeze it out. It extends deep inside. You see, it even has more underneath. Oh my gosh, this is so gross. Netizens pointed out this is even harder to identify, as it could be meat from an old sow that died of disease, thawed zombie meat, or even disease-ridden pigs that were frozen and sold as reserve meat. Looking at the pig farmers, things are getting worse by the day. One pig farmer, crying and shouting, said,
2个毛线，猪价已经4块9了。
Why bother raising pigs anymore? Pork prices are already 4.9 yuan per jin. Green peppers are being sold for 6 yuan per jin, and I still have so many pigs. What am I supposed to do? A pig farmer expressed extreme dissatisfaction with the current price of pork at only 2 yuan per jin, said,
咱该着不说，这个大哥挺狠啊，猪肉卖2块钱一斤啊。
This guy is ruthless, asking me to sell pork for 2 yuan per jin. Even if my pigs eat stone powder, they cost more than 2 yuan per jin. To put it simply, if your purchase price is 2 yuan per jin, even that frozen zombie meat wouldn't come in at that price. We're selling this meat at a loss. Such a ruthless move, harsher than anything. Meanwhile, extremely cheap pork continues to appear in markets across the country. One meat vendor keeps shouting, 2 yuan per jin, 2 yuan per jin. People nearby find the price outrageously low. Even the fish vendor stopped selling fish and came over to watch. A pork vendor at the market expressed disbelief at the current prices, saying,
我抠破脑壳，我都没有把这个事想明白。
I can't even figure out how pork prices suddenly dropped back to what they were 20 years ago. Since 2025, pork prices have steadily declined, while feed and disease prevention costs have risen. August is typically the off-season for pork. Wang Yong, a farmer from Qiannan Prefecture in Guizhou Province, told Shanghai Media Group that the price for external 3-breed pigs in the area is only 6 to 7 yuan per jin. He said, it's the off-season, but prices have never been this low before. He noted that nearly 200 pigs on his farm are ready for sale, but he has not yet contacted slaughterhouses or distributors. Farmers are opting to hold the pigs and delay selling, hoping for a price rebound, but Wang Yong acknowledges the risks. Holding pigs require daily feed costs, and larger pigs may fetch lower prices at slaughterhouses, he said. For now, they can only hold on and await market price changes. According to Yichai China, weak demand and strong supply in China's pork market have driven pig prices down throughout the year, especially since July, the start of the pork consumption off-season, when low demand further depresses prices. The pig industry is currently in its 6th pig cycle, with a strong supply, weak demand situation unaddressed. Abundant supply combined with the summer off-season has kept pork prices low, with listed pig companies reporting double-digit drops in July pig sales revenue compared to the previous year. While pig prices have dropped, feed prices have risen. Data from the National Development and Reform Commission's Price Monitoring Center in Zhuochuang Information shows that by mid-August 2025, the national pig-to-feed ratio was 5.26, down 1.31% from the previous period. At current prices and costs, the piglet fattening model is expected to lose an average of 35.8 yuan per pig, triggering a level 3 warning. The pig-to-feed ratio, a key measure of pig farming profitability, compares pig sale prices to average feed costs. A higher ratio signals better profits, while a lower ratio indicates potential industry losses. Although the CCP has implemented pork storage measures to stabilize prices, Li Jing, a pig analyst at Shandong Zhuochuang Information, told Blue Whale News that, while increased purchases by designated companies may accelerate pig processing in the short term, these measures may only have a psychological impact at this stage. Long-term price stabilization depends on the supply and demand dynamics of the pig market. In September, the sudden Ghetto virus outbreak dealt a severe blow to pig farmers. Those who held the pigs, betting on price increases, now face significant losses. This farmer in Tier said that due to low purchase prices not covering costs, he had delayed selling, but now faces ruin and is unsure what to do.
猪价8块没卖。
When the price was 8 yuan, I didn't sell. 7 yuan, I still didn't sell. Now it's 5 yuan. Should I sell or not? A pig farmer, unable to hold on any longer, sold her pigs. She says she hadn't seen such bad market conditions in a long time.
姐妹们，我们家今天卖猪了，你猜多少钱一斤？
Sisters, we sold pigs today. Guess how much per jin? 5.6 yuan per jin. Even these large fat pigs, only 5.6 yuan per jin. We've been raising pigs for 11 years. This is the second time we've seen pigs sold at about 5 yuan per jin.
Experts believe the pig farming market is increasingly concentrating in leading companies, and in the future, small to medium farmers will be forced to exit the market. One pig farmer said he might stop raising pigs in the future.
猪圈1000空，昨天晚上最后67头猪6块3毛5也出了。
The pig pen is empty now. Last night, I sold the last 67 pigs at 6.35 yuan. In just 60 days, I've lost nearly 200,000 yuan. I dare not raise sows. Secondary fattening is so difficult. There are fewer and fewer small farmers. Pigs were originally a way for us small farmers to make a living. Do we fear hard work? Do we fear fatigue? We don't. As long as we can make some money, we can work throughout the night. Do we fear getting dirty? We don't. Our kids grew up in pigsty manure. What do we fear? We fear losing everything. We fear not making money and being unable to buy basic necessities. An industry insider expressed extreme concern about the current pork market situation.
如果猪价再不涨，
If pig prices don't rise soon, everyone will be driven to a dead end. Not just the farmers, but also meat processing plants, feed suppliers, and veterinary drug sellers. All will be trapped. No one can escape. The difficulties faced by small to medium pig farmers are increasing. What about China's large pig farming companies? A typical example highlights the issue. The difficulties faced by small to medium pig farmers are increasing. What about China's large pig farming companies? A typical example highlights the issue. In 3 years, achieve an annual output value of 180 billion yuan. Enter the Global 500. In 5 years, achieve an annual output value of 300 billion yuan, climbing in the Global 500. This was a bold statement made by Lin Yin-sun, chairman of Zhengbang Group, in November 2021. However, just months later, Zhengbang Group fell into a financial crisis, with suppliers demanding payment, employees asking for wages, and contract farmers demanding breeding fees. Even pig-eating pig incidents occurred. In 2003, leveraging advantages in feed processing and veterinary drug development, Zhengbang Group entered the pig farming industry. Later, capitalizing on rising pork prices, the group went public on the Shenzhen Stock Exchange in August 2007 through its subsidiary Zhengbang Technology, becoming the first private company in Jiangxi province to be listed. In 2018, the African swine fever outbreak caused massive pig deaths in China, resulting in a pork price surge and significant profits for pig farming companies. Lin Yin-sun decisively invested in importing over 11,000 high-quality breeding pigs to fill the market gap. According to Yichai China, from 2019 to 2020, Zhengbang Technology's pig slaughtered numbers reached 5.78 million and 9.56 million, respectively, with net profits of 1.65 billion yuan and 5.74 billion yuan, becoming China's second largest pig farming company behind Muyuan Foodstuff. In 2018, its net profit was only 190 million yuan. Meanwhile, Zhengbang Group's total output value surpassed 100 billion yuan, becoming the first private enterprise in Jiangxi with an annual output exceeding 100 billion yuan. Yi Yin-sun became the richest person in Jiangxi with a fortune of 32 billion yuan. In September 2020, Lin Yin-sun's son, Lin Feng, officially took over as chairman, rising from general manager. A month later, Lin Yin-sun and Lin Feng attended an important meeting. During the meeting, Lin Yin-sun set an astonishing goal to achieve an annual output of 100 million pigs. Lin Feng further stated that the 100 million pigs were just a starting point for Zhengbang. At that time, China's largest pig farming company, Muyuan Foodstuff, had an annual slaughter number of only 18 million pigs. To achieve this goal, Zhengbang Technology launched a large-scale production expansion in 2020. Through the 4-seizing strategy, seizing sows, piglets, breeding indicators, and talent, Zhengbang's pig slaughter numbers sharply increased. In addition, during the high pork price era, Zhengbang Technology invested over 10 billion yuan in purchasing breeding pigs and introduced a contract farming model, promising to provide piglets, feed, and purchase services. However, Lin Yin-sun neglected the pig cycle law. When pork prices suddenly plummeted from 18 yuan to 6 yuan or even lower, Zhengbang refused to honor commitments, causing huge losses for farmers. Meanwhile, Zhengbang Technology's debt grew in parallel with its pig farming scale. In 2018, Zhengbang Technology's total debt was only 14.5 billion yuan, but by 2021, as China's pork prices collapsed, Its debt soared to 43.1 billion yuan, of which more than 28 billion yuan was interest-bearing debt. In 2021, Zhengbang's interest expenses amounted to 1.26 billion yuan. According to the financial report in 2021, Zhengbang Technology's net profit attributable to the parent company was negative 18.82 billion yuan, nearly twice the total profit of the previous 10 years. By June 2022, Zhengbang's net assets had dwindled to just over 74 million yuan, and its stock price had fallen by more than 80%. Meanwhile, Lin Yin-sun's wealth also sharply declined. In 2022, Zhengbang Technology's cash flow nearly dried up, and the company had to take self-rescue measures. To alleviate financial pressure, the company voluntarily reduced production capacity, cutting its workforce from 22,000 to 8,000. Meanwhile, to quickly recover funds, pigs were slaughtered earlier than planned, reducing the average weight from 126 kilos to 96 kilos per pig, resulting in a decrease of about 650 yuan in income per pig. Although this was a short-term response, it trapped the company in a vicious cycle, further tightening the cash flow. Meanwhile, problems arising from the cash shortage began to emerge. In July 2022, a news report about Zhengbang Technology facing a feeding shortage crisis sparked widespread attention. On platforms like Douyin, users posted videos showing that after days without feeding, pigs at Zhengbang's contract farms exhibited pig-eating pig behavior due to extreme hunger. According to Guangcha.cn statistics, contract farmers in provinces of Guangxi, Jiangxi, Sichuan, and Henan all reported varying degrees of feed shortages. A financial manager at Zhengbang subsidiary said, "Pig-eating pig is clearly due to a lack of feed. The company's financial situation is tight, and we can't provide feed. If the feed shortage continues, this situation will occur." According to reports, Zhengbang Technology, a leading company in the pig farming industry, operates under two main models, the self-breeding and self-raising model, and the company plus farmer cooperative farming model. Under the company plus farmer model, Zhengbang provides piglets, feed, veterinary drugs, and technical support to cooperative farmers, while also taking responsibility for selling pigs and bearing market risks. The cooperative farmers are responsible for pig farm construction and fattening pigs. Zhengbang pays farmers 1.5 yuan per pig per day for contract farming. All materials and pigs belong to Zhengbang. Contract farmers buy feed to raise the pigs, and all the feed costs are essentially a temporary loan to Zhengbang Technology. However, when Zhengbang's financial situation worsened and it couldn't guarantee feed supply, many contract farmers were unwilling to advance funds for feed. Some farmers who did advance funds had conflicts with the company. One contract farmer said that after advancing funds, Zhengbang not only failed to settle the payment, but also took some pigs away, leading to a breakdown in the relationship. After the crisis broke out, it remained unresolved. The company's blind expansion couldn't cope with the price fluctuations of the pig cycle. In October 2022, Zhengbang Technology filed for bankruptcy reorganization due to its refusal to pay over 9 million yuan in electronic commercial acceptance bills to suppliers. Up to the fourth quarter of 2024, Zhengbang Technology's pig farming costs remained as high as up to 15 yuan per kilogram. As a result, the group still faces financial losses, low production capacity utilization, and idle pig farms, which perpetuates a vicious cycle of high farming costs. Analysts point out that despite Zhengbang Technology's advantages in feed, veterinary drugs, and strong financial backing, its troubles reflect the broader trends in China's economy. The current difficulties in China's pig farming industry fundamentally stem from an inverted supply-demand relationship. It's not that people don't want to eat pork, but rather that due to shrinking incomes, they can't afford it. The poor sales of pork directly impacts the entire pig farming industry chain, creating a dead cycle between farmers, buyers, feed suppliers, and slaughterhouses. Coupled with the pig cycle and the outbreak of swine fever, people who can't afford pork end up buying a lot of diseased pigs in an attempt to save money. If small and medium-sized pig farms exit in large numbers, it could lead to even greater risks for the industry. Losing the scattered farms means that if swine fever strikes again, the likelihood of people consuming diseased pigs could rise even further.